up here. Okay? All right.
Above water, but the scoop kept spinning the hot brown liquid. Around and around it went, creating a whirlpool that sucked the ants deeper and deeper. They both held their breath.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. It says that the giant scoop stirred violently back and forth. Crushing waves fell over the ants. They paddled hard to keep their tiny heads above water, but the scoop kept spinning the hot brown liquid. So, let me erase this.
Erase what? No.
Oh wait, I'll keep it. We'll do it up here.
I have the thing.
It's okay, we'll keep it up here. Okay, so hot brown liquid. Hot brown liquid. That's what they said. Oops. That's what the text said, okay? So this is gonna be our evidence on page 478. So where it says page number, we're gonna put page 478. Thank you so much. Page 478. And this will go where it says text evidence. Okay? Page 478. This is our text evidence. Text evidence. So when we were doing the birds, the pigeons, that was our video evidence, video or picture evidence. Now we're doing text evidence. So we need to make sure we quote and we have our citing. Okay?
Oh, do we put hot brown liquid under?
So hot brown liquid is going to be under where it says evidence from text / picture. Okay. I know that my background knowledge tells me that hot brown liquid is usually what?
A really hot.
Coffee.
Oh yeah.
Or hot
chocolate.
Yeah. Or hot chocolate, right? Hot chocolate. And I can also tell from the picture in the book that their hot brown liquid is something that someone's gonna drink, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gotta drink ants.
I know.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, some ants
So
are-
I can make an
are
inference
edible.
that the ants are inside a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. And they might get swallowed.
Well, why is the story named The Two Bad Ants?
Because they ventured off from their line of ants. We missed that
They
part.
finally
We'll go back.
bobbed to the surface, gasping for air and spitting mouthfuls of the terrible, bitter water. Then the lake tilted and began to empty into a cave. The ants could hear the rushing water and felt themselves pulled toward the pitch-black hole. Suddenly, the cave disappeared and the lake became calm. The ants swam to the shore and found that the lake had steep sides. They hurried down the walls that held back the lake. The frightened insects looked for a place to hide, worried that the giant scoop might shovel them up again. Close by, they found a huge round disc with holes that could neatly hide them. But as soon as they had climbed inside, their hiding place was lifted, tilted, and lowered into a dark space. When the ants climbed out of the holes, they were surrounded by a strange red glow. It seemed to them that every second the temperature was rising. It soon became so unbearably hot that they thought they would soon be cooked. But suddenly, the disc they were standing on rocketed upward, and the two hot ants went flying through the air.
It's a toaster.
They landed near what seemed to be a fountain, a waterfall pouring from a silver tube. Both ants had a powerful thirst and longed to dip their feverish heads into the refreshing water. They quickly climbed along the tube. As they got closer to the rushing water, the ants felt a cool spray. They tightly gripped the shiny surface of the fountain and slowly leaned their heads into the falling stream. But the force of the water was much too strong. The tiny insects were pulled off the fountain and plunged down into a wet, dark chamber. They landed on half-eaten fruit and other soggy things. Suddenly, the air was filled with loud, frightening sounds. The chamber began to spin. The ants were caught in a whirling storm of shredded food and stinging rain. Then, Just as quickly as it had started, the noise and spinning stopped. Bruised and dizzy, the ants climbed out of the chamber. In daylight once again, they raced through puddles and up a smooth metal wall. In the distance, they saw something comforting. 2 long, narrow holes that reminded them of the warmth and safety of their old underground home. They climbed up into the dark openings. But there was no safety inside these holes.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Where are you for? Okay, so what does it say? So in daylight, once again, they raced through puddles and up a smooth metal wall. In the distance, they saw something comforting, 2 long, narrow holes that reminded them of the warmth and safety of their old underground home. They climbed up into the dark opening. So, let me go ahead and quote. I'm just going to quote, they climbed up into the dark opening for the sake of time. They climbed into the dark opening. And that's on page 84. Okay. So based on my background knowledge is telling me that dark openings on a wall is usually a socket, right? Okay.
Or it's a hole that someone punched through the wall.
Yes. But looking at the picture and knowing my background knowledge, I know that this is an electrical socket. And
The arm be falling out.
yes, but there was no safety inside these holes. A strange force passed through the wet ants, and they were stunned senseless and blown out of the holes like bullets from a gun. I also know that when water and electricity mix, that's not a good thing. So water, because it said that the ants were wet, and electricity.
They spilled something.
Yep, because they just got out of the faucet, and they went into a socket. So I can infer that the ants got electrocuted.
I remember when I stuck a fork in the outlet.
Because it says they were stunned senseless and blown out of the holes like bullets from a gun. And I know that from the picture that this is a socket, and from earlier that the ants were wet from the faucet. That also adds to my background knowledge. We're wet. Okay. We might have to stop here. I know, we were having so much fun. I wish we could continue. Maybe we can finish tomorrow. But I want to answer any questions that you guys have now. Does anybody have any questions? How do we feel about this?
Good.
Did we like the book so far?
Yes.
Okay,
Is it
hopefully
time to
we
go
can
Are we doing
home.
this tomorrow?
It is time to go.
Yay.
We'll be doing a little something different tomorrow. We're still going to be working on
Are we still gonna
inferencing.
come to you
Yes.
for the
we're
rest
still
of the
gonna-
year?
No, not for the rest of the year, just until Friday. But we're going to continue to work on using evidence and background to make inferences. And inferences are just guesses based on our background knowledge and the evidence that we have in the text. So tomorrow we're going to be talking more about text and less on pictures, okay? All right, any questions? Yes. Tired? Me too. All right, thank you
I'm just
guys.
bored. I don't have my Nerf minigun.
All right. Okay, so everybody go ahead and get all your